Sit with me as I explain the chord patterns of one of my songs to you. It's very important that you smile and nod politely as if you understand so that I can feel good about myself. Let's start with the first verse, which is in B major and uses a couple of ways to build tension which I think are very interesting. The first one is part of the main chord loop in the verses, where we go B major, G sharp minor, E major, F diminished, back to B. The F diminished is doing some heavy lifting here to make this progression interesting, as the F is leading up to the F sharp in the B major resolution, and the dissonance of the diminished chord is so strong that the resolution feels like a sigh of relief.
You can't even look me in my eye when just a glimpse from you can keep me alive for a whole day.
F diminished also uses the same notes as a B diminished 7, which is why it still feels diatonic even though it has that F natural in it. The second moment comes into play during the third line, where we move up to the 5 chord, which is F sharp major, and then to the 4 chord, which is E major. The tension arrives when we resound that 4 chord, but flatten the G sharp to a G natural, making that a minor 4.
You can't even kiss me a nice kiss, and still I keep my lip on close in case your son could spare me away.
The minor 4 is one of my favourite writing devices as it brings such a unique sound to the key you're working in, and a really good example of this being used in a song would be the song I Know by Fiona Apple, which ramps between C major and F minor for the majority of the song's runtime. Now the chorus gets even more exciting, as we modulate along the circle of fifths to E major, but with a very specific twist. The twist is the use of the F major chord, which is non-diatonic to E major, and so adds a very tense and on-edge sound to underlie the melody. The first instance is in the beginning of the chorus where we go A major 7, E major, F major, B major at 6. The F major is serving a very similar function that the F diminished did in the verses, which is leading on to that B major chord. We then go on to vamp between E major 7 and F7. Then we resolve with the following progression. A major add 2, A augmented, E, E7.
Of the shape I am, and though you don't care, I have all this good to share. I swear.
These two progressions, the E and the F alternating, as well as this final resolution, both feel like we are stretching and releasing a rubber band. We have a relaxed diatonic chord, followed by a stressed and sometimes non-diatonic chord. Ending with the E7 was very intentional, as it leaves the ear wanting to hear where we're going to go next, to hear a continuation. And given that the song goes on to modulate and flow between many different keys, it makes the transition between those keys feel more warranted and less forced. You can listen to this song good on my album I Will Not Stay Like This, which is on all streaming platforms as well as YouTube.